of its weight and releases the water when the root temperature of the plant or a crop reaches 40 degrees centigrade. So this has got a huge potential for a drought-like situations. Once a crop, if there is no rain, the crops will die. So this, if you use hydrogen in the crops, throw it along with the initial stage, and once you give water, it absorbs 350% and it retains for its almost for full cycle. So when there is a drought-like condition, the crops will not die, the farmers will not commit suicide. So this is one of the technology, but this is the claims of the scientist. But how do you validate? So we have funded carrying out these field trials in almost 5-6 states for different crops and different seasons. We gathered all this data and presented to various entrepreneurs. Now this technology is licensed to 7 companies, including Reliance. Then we also prepare market research and market survey, then basic engineering packages which are required for any entrepreneur to set up an industry. We also prepare a techno-economic feasibility report, as I mentioned to you, regulatory dossiers, publicity, marketing, and seed funding. These are all the services we provide almost free of cost to the institutions. Then what we do, once the technology is ready for commercialization or reach the level of 8 or 9 or 10 in the TRL, the technology readiness level, then we identify a technology receiver. By marketing, we give equal opportunity to everyone. We publish these technologies in the newspapers and our website. Then once we identify, we negotiate the terms and conditions. Then again, the terms and conditions also we will not decide on our own. We will also consult the inventor, the laboratory, and mutually, once we decide the conditions, we license this technology, we sign the tripartite agreement with the lab, NRDC, and the company. Then afterwards, the lab demonstrate the technology to the company, provide training to the entrepreneur in the lab. Then the entrepreneur will prepare a basic engineering package, goes for the financial assistance, loan or grants wherever he can source. Along with them, we also go to the financial institutions, try to convince the bankers this technology has got potential. Wherever we made investments, we will also reveal to them so that the banker will get a confidence. And once this is established, and we also handhold them, and we provide again, take their products and services to the various exhibitions we participate, and we help them in marketing, we help them in mentoring, get experts to solve the problems, and also whatever royalties they're supposed to pay as per the agreement, we also collect that royalty and remit a part of the royalty to the lab as we agreed in the licensing agreement. After all these things are done, maybe after a year or two, we evaluate the technology and report whether the technology has been successfully commercialized or not. So that is how we carry out this licensing process in NRDC. Next one. Recently, Government of India, particularly DIPP and Indian Patent Office, has given a big task to us. They asked us to create, now the IPR policy is coming up. Before they launch the IPR policy, Government of India asked NRDC to create awareness about this IPR policy across the country. And in the first phase, they said in 25 states, you need to create awareness in the 25 universities. So that we already started, and 10 universities we have completed this, and another 15 universities we need to complete it by 31st March. Once this is done, the next phase of another 100 universities they would like to give it to us. Next one. As I was telling you, we also assisted filing patents. So far we have filed 1,700 patents. And if you look at the composition to whom we have filed these patents, around 63% of patents were filed for the research institution and 23% for the individual inventors. People who do not have any employment or some of the grassroots people, they say that we invented something, but we need our invention or our idea to be protected. So 23% of our applicants are from individual inventors and 14% from the academia. Next one. So far, NRDC has licensed 4,856 technologies. And if you look at the distribution, Maharashtra is number 1, where we have licensed 867 technologies, followed by Delhi, 565 technologies, followed by West Bengal, Karnataka, and Chandigarh, and followed by Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. This is the distribution of technologies we have licensed to various states in India. Next. We have got a panel of patent attorneys with us. So these people will help us in drafting, filing, prosecution of the patents what we file in India and abroad. Yeah, next one. We have partnership with almost all major agencies, R&D institutions in the country, with CSIR labs, ICAR labs, ICMR, DRDO, and many boards. Next one. Yeah, these are some of our clients, starting from TTK Healthcare, Hindustan Latex, Nalco, Nagarjuna, Reliance, Bharat Biotech, Lifecare Innovation, BHPV, Amul. Yeah, next one. These are some of the major technologies we have licensed in the past. The Amul baby infant food, that is most of you may be aware. This technology was developed by CFTRA, and in fact those days Government of India wanted many multinationals, requested to set up this baby food factory in India, but many multinationals have turned down our request, saying that India doesn't have a milk which is suitable to be used for baby food, and CFTR has taken that challenge and developed a technology to convert buffalo milk into infant food. So that Dr. Kurian came to NRDC and he has taken this technology. This was the first license of NRDC technology, and now you know the story of Amul baby infant food. Other technology we licensed is 20 HP tractor. Again, this was developed by CMERA Durgapur. This technology we licensed to Punjab Tractors those days. Subsequently, the company was bought by Mahindra & Mahindra, and recently we licensed this technology again to international tractors, Sonalika. In the name of Sonalika, these tractors are being manufactured and being sold in country as well as outside the country. Then in the indelible ink, which is used for the election purpose, when we vote, they put ink on our finger. So this ink technology again is there in the market for the last 20 years, and Mysore Paints is producing. We have given a exclusive license. Election Commission of India said don't give license to more than one company. So still this company is producing and exporting this technology, even the inks, to many countries where elections are being democratic countries where elections are being held. This ink is being exported there. Similarly, we have a Sikri Karaikudi titanium substrate insoluble anode. Then we have water filter cameras for CGCRI. We licensed to 15 companies. Mini segment plant technology developed by NIST, Jorhat. We licensed to 35 companies. Auto rest scale inhibitor DMSRD Kanpur technology, we are licensed to 10 companies. Silver impregnated graphite contacts, again NPL developed technology, we are licensed to many companies, which is used in the railways. Test kit for microbiological quality of drinking water, DRD, again to 21 companies we are licensed. And monocrotophos, again a pesticide technology of IACT, we are licensed to 5 companies. Bark invert sugar technology, we are licensed to 6 companies. So like that, there are several technologies in the portfolio of NRDC. Next one. Next one, please. Again in the silkworm, more than 100 technologies of CSTR we licensed. In the silk, glycol-based antifreeze coolant, this is one of the flagship technology of DMSRD Kanpur, we licensed to 16 companies. Even last week we received some inquiries for this technology. We are taken up with DRDO for licensing this. Rice husk particle board technology, again we licensed to 5 companies. Mosquito larvicide formulation for, again this is a very recent technology, we licensed to 11 companies. Then foliar spray micronutrient formulations which can be used on many crops, which was developed by IIHR, again ICR lab, we licensed 25 companies. Potassium humate, again it is a novel lignite, one of the PSAs developed this technology, we licensed 8 companies. Hydrogel super absorbent, that is what I was telling you, IARA technology, we licensed to 7 companies including Reliance. Next one please. Yeah, I was telling you about the awards. Every year we give these national awards. A cash award of 5 lakhs for a innovation award, a 3 lakhs for societal innovation award, and 1 lakh for a budding innovator, particularly for students to encourage their research projects. Next one, please. So we also signed MOUs with many countries like Ivory Coast, Zambia, Ghana, Congo, Togo, Cameroon, Rwanda, Kenya, Benin, Malaysia, and more than 16 African countries. We have signed agreements, licensed technologies, transfer technologies. Next one. Yeah, these are some of the technologies we have exported. For example, rice husk particle board technology we exported to Indonesia and Malaysia. Natural and synthetic dyes technology we exported to Vietnam. Chlorine tablets technology we exported to Bangladesh. Menthol from mint oil we exported to Indonesia. Dehydration of green pepper and technology we exported to Indonesia. Water filter candle technology we exported to Indonesia again. And drugs technology we exported to Brazil. Next one. These are the 2 major projects, pilot projects. One is going on at Ghana, I mentioned to you, pilot research project for tomato production, and one we have already completed in Ivory Coast. Next one. These are some of the case studies, the soap absorbent hydrogel. I was telling you the kind of support we provide in these technologies. NRDC did value addition in terms of patent filing. We did Indian as well as PCT filing. We supported field trials. We carried out a market survey, techno-commercial support for generation of data. We licensed this technology to 7 companies. Next one. This is again a potassium humate from lignite, from Naivala Lignite Corporation. Again, this technology we licensed to 8 companies. The NRDC contribution to this technology is again filing patents, field trials, market survey, techno-commercial support for generation of data, field trial data. Next. Again, the neem-based pesticides. This is again a ARA technology. More or less, these are all the gaps in the technology which are developed by the various labs. So those gaps we fill and license the technology. That's what I mean to say in all these case studies. Next. This is again a ferropheromone trap which is used particularly in fruits and fruit gardens, where the insects bites the fruits, and as a result, the quality of the fruit, the shelf life of the fruit is destroyed or reduced. So this technology we licensed to 11 companies, and this technology was also recently awarded a National Technology Day Award for licensing this technology. Right? Next. And glycol-based anti-freezer coolant, again a DRDO technology we licensed to 16 parties. Here next. This is a liposomol, this is a fungiso. Again, we licensed to 2 companies. One is Life Care Innovations, and the other one is, I think, somewhere in Delhi. Yeah, next. This is again a vaccine against a vaccine for goats. This technology again will developed by IVRI Bareilly. We licensed to Indian Immunological Institute as well as Intravet Pune. Right, next. This is BT-based mosquito larvicide. Again, we licensed to about 11 companies. Next one. Yeah, next. This is a sperm test kit. Again, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has developed this, and we licensed this technology recently to one company in Delhi. So far, about 500 kits have been manufactured by them and sold it in the market. Next. These are a basket of technologies from the sericulture. I was telling you more than 100 technologies were licensed, and this is a list here. Yeah, next. Yeah, this is a press release was there in the India to assist Ghana in tomato production. This has come up a month, 2-3 months back in the news also. Next. Yeah, recently we also gave royalty to our ministry, DGCSAR. We licensed to several technologies, and this is a press release. Yeah, next. Oh. Yeah, these are the achievements. I would like to conclude with this slide. NRDC so far licensed more than 4,800 technologies, and we have a technology data bank with more than 2,000 technologies in almost all areas of science and technology, including pharmaceutical, life sciences, chemical, agriculture, machinery, dairy, electrical, electronics, engineering materials, and we have given us so far around 900 awards. And we have promoted IP culture nationwide through organizing 350 awareness programs and filed more than 1,700 patents. We have also sensitized 50,000 scientists and technocrats about IPRs. Of course, we have supported preparing basic engineering package, market survey reports, and another important activity we did is University Innovation Facilitation Centers. We have also supported universities to establish University Innovation Facilitation Centers in 4 places, and we have an Intellectual Property Facilitation Center with support from MSME we have established at Bangalore. One more we are establishing in Andhra University, Visakhapatnam tomorrow. Yeah, next one. Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much for your patient hearing.